So if you decide to chip with your sand wedge, say 54, 56, 58, 60 degree club, you need to understand the design the engineer had intended of taking advantage of how he built the club. And we all kind of are familiar with the word, the bounce angle on the club. I love my Ping Glide forged wedge. I know Marty and the team of engineers at Ping designed this very purposefully. And it doesn't matter if you get a wedge made by Mr. Vokey or a Callaway wedge made by Mr. Cleveland. There's lots of people who make good wedges, but they all have a similar design, and it's called the bounce. Now, what you need to understand is, if I ask you, where's the low point of this club, you need to know it would be about right there. So the low point of the club is not out here on the lead edge. And what I mean by that is, if I hold the club straight up and down where the shaft's vertical, the low point of the club is well behind the lead edge. See, it's not up here on the lead edge, it's back here. And there's quite an angle to the bottom of the club. Well, I like to call that angle the skid plate. And my job is to land the back of the club in the ground before the front of the club. And one of the ways I like to say is, if your pilot's flying you in and landing your plane, do you want the plane to land steeply or shallow on the landing? And do you want the pilot to land the plane on the front tires or the back tires? Well, I know that you want to come in shallow on the back wheels. Well, this is the front tires of the club, the lead edge, and the back tires is the bounce angle. How that looks is, if you swing the club and you land the club on the bounce angle, the club skids and it pitches the ball in the air nicely. It's interesting that when we take this wedge, we have this desire to get it in the air, and sometimes we try to get it in the air by lifting our arms and lifting the club up. Well, this club face already aims up 58 degrees. It doesn't need me to help it. All it needs me to do is to land the back tires in the turf with the shaft pretty much vertical. And when that happens, the club skips, the ball pitches out nice, and you begin to hit it solidly and can predict how much energy you need to apply to the ball to get it close.